And I think Arsenal's...
If Arsenal's loses, it does not matter because Snake is stupid.
Yeah. And I think Azer is looking for that free $20. I wouldn't specifically say it's free, but it's going to be pretty hard. I know Arsenal's having a tough time against a lot of snakes.
Yeah.
He didn't go against any during Bigger Bulk or Smash and Splash, but I think he was in the same pool as Baba Ganoush.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. Does not really like this character, but he knows how to beat Snake, I think.
Yeah.
I think he knows the strategy of shoot your gun a lot, running shield. Running shield is actually amazing against Snake because his grab range is pretty poor.
Yeah, and it's really going to threaten how Azer specifically decides to do his like standing options. Because unless he's ready, I mean, most of the time you're going to see just like a jab come out because... Wow, that was a really good conversion. Just making sure to laser out and then punish Azer's slight movement options. Tricky hitbox from dash attack, catching out Arsenal's.
Back air zoning him out. I love back air against Snake because he can't grab it, and it's just like those mid-range pokes are super good. It's where Snake, I think, struggles the most is carries that can zone him out in the mid-range.
Yeah.
Because he's super good at long range because grenades are amazing. And he's super good at close range because like up B and down air, he's very good at scuffling.
Yeah.
But mid-range, he's not that great. Like he has down tilt and forward tilt, which are kind of mid-range pokes, but they're relatively slow.
Yeah.
Whereas Fox can just back air a lot.
He has down tilt, forward tilt, and then maybe Trank if it comes out fast enough.
Yeah, maybe Trank. But realistically, if you get into the mid-range and Fox is set up to just like space back air, it's really hard.
Exactly. And what you're going to see from a lot of snakes
I wanted one of them to just up air.
But yeah, in that mid...
Goodbye.
And it looks like this $20 is not really going to be as easy as it seems.
Yeah, this is definitely the person that was most likely to beat Arsenals that's not on the PR. Well, besides Hot Pockets, but...
Yeah, that would be really nice to see, though, especially if any of those players go and get it. Ooh, that up air going to Shark. Arsenal's trying to go for that ledge. But still having a solid stock and 60% on Azer. And
Indeed.
Calling out all of these grenade tosses with the lasers. Very strong tool that Fox has. Something we didn't see from KGB.
Yeah, lasers are a super good projectile since they do not have a hurt box like Peanuts do, for example. They will just make lasers explode.
Yeah.
And they will just keep going.
And what we really need to see is Azer adjusting, because he's been catching Arsenals and shields a number of times by throwing grenades, and the Arsenal's just keeping it still. And since Azer does have port priority, he could just run up and grab him and eat the hit.
It's true.
But Azer not really capitalizing off the fact that he's putting Arsenal's... Because Arsenal's definitely is respecting him. He just needs to abuse that respect.
Yeah, Arsenal's is doing the smart thing where he's not committing too much. He's just... I mean, you could just shoot lasers and get him to 200% right now.
Yeah.
If he's never going to approach. Because you got 3 stocks to work with.
And that's exactly what we saw. He immediately went for the grab after throwing the grenade on shields, but slightly missing it. I think...
Oh, the side B gets under him.
Yeah. And what I want to see from Azer is start doing that like Rex style of Snake, where you're more close quarters going for the aggression rather than camping out with...
Yeah, Azer's...
tends
tends to get a lot off of just kind of waiting in the corner. And he'll take a lot of hits, but it doesn't matter because his one opening, he generally kills you. And Snake at 200 and Fox at 100 are kind of similar in how fragile they are.
Yeah. That giant face in the background, I think that's the Incredible Hulk, actually. All right, and starting it on the battlefields.
Smash again, yeah. He's going to Battlefield, which is, I agree with, a little smaller stage. Platforms are good for Snake, generally.
I can see it not being a worthy ban for Arsenals.
Yeah, he would probably ban something like, I think Green Hill's
Green
a
Hill,
little worse.
Delfino, or
Fountain. Actually, he probably
Fountain,
banned
Delfinos.
And Dreamland, too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stages that I think are worse, but...
Yeah, especially just those stages that you can definitely go and live on.
Yeah.
Ooh, getting that stick, and now the stick is gone. Especially going with that up throw up air.
Yeah, Fox used his stick of just kicking you.
Yeah, that Fox B&B, and that really good wave shine.
Yeah, wave shine into turnaround up tilt, which I love that.
Yeah, it's that melee classic that you're starting to see from a lot of players like Cobalt, Lucky, and whatnot.
It's a better combo starter at low percent than up airs a lot of the time.
And relatively easier in this game to perform.
The immediate turnaround.
Yeah, especially with that one extra frame of jump squat.
Thought that was going to kill. I was wrong. Snake's a big boy.
Ooh, going for the approach, missing the tech chase onto platform. That's going to cost him. We're going to see how Arsenals can deal with the offstage approach.
Goes high.
Oh.
Goodbye.
I was curious why Arsenals was running away and giving him center stage, but it was good recognition to know that he was turned around holding grenade.
Goodbye, Arsenals. You exploded yourself.
Yeah. Forward tilt from Snake is actually extremely good.
Yeah, the first hit leads into the second hit, and the second hit, it explodes you.
Oh, not getting a wave shine after that drill.
Good cross-ups. I'm really liking it. Just playing super patient, just trying to jump over him a lot.
Yeah. And Arsenals is looking extremely strong. Oh. But still missing the last 3 punishes he's gotten on Azer. I feel like he could have taken at least a stock. Especially since Azer is at this high percent and catching the double jump.
Ran through, though.
Using the invincibility to destroy the explosive and then go straight after Azer. Learning from Rex, one of the biggest plans that you want to do, especially as Snake, is put an explosive on one of the platforms and then start camping the other one.
Yeah.
So you're going to limit the opponent's options so they can't approach to one, and you're going to keep them center stage. So they're put in that close situation, and it's really going to judge their movement.
Yeah, you restrict their options, and then you have a better read on their mix-ups because they are more restricted at that point.
And that's one of the things that we're not seeing from Azer. Azer always gets the neutral punish, or wins neutral, gets the approach, and then sets while they're trying to recover off of edge guard.
Yeah, he'll sacrifice losing neutral a couple times because of his setup is not there yet, just so that he can get that one opening and then set up.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that we saw last week, or whenever Azer did play as Snake, is that his setup never really was that strong. He was never opting to go for like this master plan that you would really see from Rex, Flip, Baba Ganoush.
Meaty up, yeah, I like it.
Or Professor Pro, who would specifically work off of their hits. I think Azer only adjusting where his mine is after he wins neutral, rather than before neutral.
Didn't have him stuck. Oh, trades. Just throwing it.
That was just tricky timing. Yeah, but it does seem like Azer, after getting Arsenals off stage, he definitely was placing more explosives and making it more tricky for Arsenals to land with his up B or his side B. So he was getting neutral control, but he was still at such a high percent that Arsenals could capitalize with something like up throw up air.
It's true. It's true. Vantage Addict beating Chewy.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. I know Chewy's been on top during that, during their placements, I think. Because last week, they usually just go through a constant counter pick war. Because it'll be, I think, it'll always start off ZSS Sonic, Chewy will win, and then it'll go to like Zelda Sonic, and then Fantasia will win. And then
Ganondorf Zelda.
Yeah, Ganondorf Zelda, and then she will go to Sheik and then immediately lose. But good for Fantasia, and also good for Arsenals for taking it out on top against Azer the Fraud.
We are waiting.
Who do we have next? Did Studebaker enter this tournament?
He did. He's in losers. He's going to play against the loser of 18, which is the loser of Shokyo and Entropy.
Ooh. Who did he lose to in winners?
Fantasia Addict.
Oh, okay. And that was starting round 2, I believe?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah. So
once again, for those who are interested, we are here at FX Game Exchange 3000 Custer Road.
That's true.
Yeah. We will be holding a tournament August, I think it's 5th and 6th.
Yeah.
Low Tier City 5, Irving Convention Center, Irving, Texas. We're going to hold Smash Bros. 64, Melee, Project M,
64,
Wii
Smash
U.
Wii U, and Rivals.
Yeah, Rivals, yeah.